boy, here we go again.
Frank!
Wow!
We're back in high definition quality, the only true way to see the gal yin. You've heard it here first, folks. Pink. That's right, pink.
What are you thinking, Z? This a power move on the part of the ancient vet?
Aging?
I don't know, Mosh. I've seen folks handle their balls any which way but up in my time. But there's nothing in the playbook for this one.
Are we looking at a fumble then?
Hard call. Still waiting for a flag on the play?
You don't mean?
I do, Mosh. I do. We may be looking at some kind of conniving doppelganger.
They can predict the weather?
Not Doppler radar, you idiot! Now go investigate. Player, you have to use the space bar to advance.
Dot. Get away from me!
If you want to do something
I can't
right.
believe I have to get my hair insulted twice.
My, Gumma dear, you're looking a peach this afternoon. Shall I compare thee to a summer's lay?
Dot. Fuck you!
That sweet nostalgic tang of vitriolic reproof. My balls would know this anywhere.
Then it's our gum after all!
In more ways than one, I'm afraid. I do believe our beloved friend may be going full gum.
Oh, gum.
Don't eat that! It might be contagious!
Ah, you mean like we can all get infected too?
That's right!
And turn to gum. A gum disease!
Always brush your teeth, kids.
Who the hell are you talking to? What?
How do we stop it from spreading?
An apple a day keeps the dentist away!
I thought that was the doctor!
Shut up and matriculate that gum to the apple tub!
What the hell are you doing? Put me down!
Don't fight it, Gumby! This is for your own good!
I won't let you turn into gum!
Run, Mosh, run! The end zone's wide open!
50 yards! 40 yards! 30! This is incredible, folks! Oh, yeah! We love you, Marsh! Oh, hey!
Who the hell were those people?
I've never seen anything like this before! What a run!
Wait a minute, who the hell is narrating this?
The sheer athleticism from this sneaky powerhouse! He's going for it! Yeah. Only 10 yards left! My God! Could he really do it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, top!
The hell you two doing?
Now, here's a guy.
Ow!
I go inside for over 5 seconds and you two still somehow managed to nearly murder one of us.
We were saving gum from gingivitis!
The only murder happening here is that hair. Have you seen it, Cord? Have you?
I don't know, I think it looks nice.
Let go of me!
The impact of all 230 pounds of Marshall's 6'3" frame hitting the water pistons the side of the metal tub skyward, promptly sending all 75 gallons of water and all 50 apples cascading across the grass like a honey-crisp volcano. This is followed immediately by the sound of a window slamming open from the direction of the house.
Marshall Grady, if you've done something to my apples, I'll string you up by your ears, and who do you think I won't?
Marshall is to his feet in an instant, clothes sopping and water leaking all over the dirt. Oh, fuck! Oh, that woman has ears like a hawk! Z splays his hands in apathetic disconcern.
And on that day, humanity received a grim
Don't
reminder.
think you come out of this! The apple tub was your idea!
At the too, brute.
Marshall turns to the tub as though to do something. Then to the soaked dirt, still shining with watery ringlets. Then to the strewn soiled orbs of countless apples felled in battle. He turns back.
I chose life!
We were never here.
Ride like the wind, Bartholomew!
Cordy takes this opportunity to offer Gum a hand, a hint of exasperation in the sweat dotting his cheeks.
Are you alright? 5 more seconds and we had to hang you up with the wash to dry.
And no worse for wear, save my pride, I guess. Not that I normally give a lick about anything that comes out of those numbskulls' mouths.
Gum takes the hand gladly, the familiar patting of Cordy's palm, a welcome point of comfort after the chaos. Soft, with just a hint of calloused grit.
It's not really that bad, is it?
They bring a hand instinctively to the pink curls in question. Smoothing back up must lock a bang.
I felt like I needed a change, you know? The hairdresser said it looked cute.
Cordy blinks,
No.
smiles.
It looks good.
A pause,
You look good.
that quick downward flick of the eyes. Gum's cheeks warm.
Thanks.
You got...
Cordy reaches forward as though unthinkingly, first to brush a few errant leaves and grass tufts from Gum's coat and scarf, then to wipe at a spot of muddy water gracing the peak of their right cheek. He holds the contact for what feels a good 2 seconds long before pulling back.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Gum's gaze is fixed on their feet. They don't even blink.
Anyway, come on.
Cordy clears his throat after a few moments of awkward silence. He rubs at his nose, smiles.
Marshall's grandma and pap already got a fire going in the big house, fixing some stuff up for us.
They start to walk, a slow, leisurely pace through grass toned with mid-autumn's crisp. Gum's eyes scan the landscape, memories of summers past lingering with each flick of their gaze. The fields they'd played sardines in, the electric fence Marshall had peed on as a dare, the hayloft Z had left and subsequently broken his arm from, the woods Barrack had led them through like an overwrought explorer in search of black raspberries for them to munch on. And even the creek they'd just crossed on their walk down from the car, a cooling oasis where they'd once staved off the summer heat, down to their skivvies and diving, splashing, searching for frogs amid the mud and rocks and silt. Ahead of them, Cordy steps on a twig, which jerks Gum's head frontward at once, visions of old momentarily mixing with the realities of new. Because it is different now. Gone are the cows and chickens that had once dotted the landscape. Gone is the water in the old well, now completely dried up. Gone is the machine shed and the tractors and trucks that had once rumbled past their bare feet in the dirt. A home to nothing but memories. According to Marshall, not even his grandparents come down to this part of the ranch much anymore, spending most of their time in the farmstead up the hill. And why should they? The bulk of the land had been leased, and they're, 70, 75 now? It's impressive enough that they've waited till now to leave the ranch entirely and sell off what's left. Gum can't help but wonder what it must be like to leave a place you've lived for 50-odd years. Sad, no doubt, and more than a little terrifying, too. Gum speeds up about a half step to match pace with Cordy, their boots crunching through the leaves and grass.
Everyone's here then. You drove?
I got in last night.
How long was the drive?
About 8 hours. I stayed at the old Sheridan town.
What a treat!
Always.
They're approaching the big house now. Not so much a house as a large wooden hall of sorts, but the name had stuck since they were kids. A place of storage, food, and rest. Marshall's grandma would serve up grand lunches for the current season's temp workers over the old fire pit in the room's center. And the kids would spend hours exploring the attic and scavenging through all the old bedding and farm clothes Marshall's grandpa had kept stored in the shelves and trunks. As Gum looks at it now, they can't help but smile as a particularly droll memory of the grand fort they'd once built flashes across their mind. Yes, that's right. Out of all those old blankets, cozy and hidden away neath the sheets as the thunder had ripped across the summer sky. That had been when Cordy had first... Gum looks away. Notices a spot of green just off to the left of the house.
Is that Barrick?
Cordy laughs.
Been glued to his phone since we got here. But what else is new?
Gum watches the tall figure pace back and forth between what looks like a small doghouse and the shed a few yards west. Back and forth. Back and forth. A sharp snap of the arm, followed by a frazzled tossle of hair, before finally the phone is lowered with a beleaguered huff. The figure is still for a moment, before turning, straightening, then dashing towards them with a sudden burst of renewed energy.
Gum!
By that moment, the time to escape has passed.
Logum Limerich! I got you! Oh my god, my sweet cinnamon roll, look at you.
Hi, Barrick.
I feel like I haven't seen you in centuries. What have you been up to? What have you been into? Who have you been into?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that.
Oh, is that right? Well, you need to tell me everything. Tonight will be nothing but Barrick and Logum, bestie dream night. Oh, mess no stress.
What about the other guys?
Other guys? What other guys? We'll burn those bridges when we get to them. Because, please, I haven't even gotten to your hair.
You think it looks okay?
I think you look like a magical sugar plum popple-ass creature. I want to swallow you like the baby Jesus and bake you into a decaying toffee crispy cotton candy gumdrop button.
Barrick, you're hurting my head.
I'm gonna pet you and love you and squish you and hold you and wrap you in plastic and box you up and slap a price sticker on that sweet face so I can mass produce you and sell you to millions across the globe.
That got weird quickly.
When did you get here?
I'm always here. I'm like the little voice in the back of your head, constantly roasting every idea that comes out of your mouth. Commodore Imposter Syndrome, they call me.
More like Commodore castrate me, please. If you don't get the hell off me, you chain-smoking gremlin.
Ah! Touchy, touchy.
Don't you have anything better to do than shove your snock into places it's not wanted? Z grabs at his crotch with a smirk.
I could be shoving other things, but I don't think Graham and Grampy Grady would much approve.
Barrick rolls his eyes.
As charming as always. Found a new job yet, have you?
Ouch, Bear. You didn't have to go all personal on me.
Barrick's eye twitches. Apologies, I wasn't aware your very public meltdown on TikTok after your last termination was such a personal matter.
Well, yeah, because I personally object to it.
Z waggles his cigarette up, down, displays his hand out in reproof.
That fickle fucker was just looking for a chance to can me.
Does it count as looking when you were getting high right beneath his nose?
Hey, the boss makes $1, I make a dime, so I get high on company time.
Z snorts a geyser of smoke out through his nose with a smirk.
Not sure that's how that saying goes.
The original is equally as indecorous.
What you getting all up in my case edit for? I don't see Gumbotron over there pulling a 9 to 5.
Z jerks his cigarette in Gum's direction. Gum blinks, quickly averts their gaze.
I mean, sure, yeah, I haven't really,
Tucks a lock of hair behind their ear.
been doing, commissions here and there.
Commissions? Like what? From who?
Cordy's brows arc in a cross between wonderment and worry.
Just people online, here and there.
Gum's cheeks burn beneath their glasses.
Pays the rent most months.
You ever try to find something more stable?
Gum's brow twitches.
Well, certainly not for lack of trying.
Don't you got artists at that moolah raking game company of yours, Bear? Tell them to hire old Gumba Bun over here, and sure they could draw anything you need them to.
A pause,
Les is born.
followed by a smirk.
But what do I know? Maybe that's even better.
Gum's ears start to burn, an anxious pit forming in their gut.
That's...
Barrick starts quickly, but can't seem to formulate any words to follow, leaving the circle in a strange silence. ...
Yeesh!
Z grumbles once the pause reaches uncomfortable levels.
Let's not act like I just pulled my pants down and started circumcising myself in front of everyone. It was only a suggestion.
Did someone say porn?
Great, Pavlov's whistle beckons.
For the last time, Marsh, we're not gonna shoot Besties Gone Wild Farsum at the farm.
What? I never said that! Stop making me look like some kind of pervy horn dog!
Z shrugs with an over-exaggerated roll of his eyes.
If the shoe fits.
I only said it'd be hilarious if Gum drew me like Rose in the Titanic! Ha ha! Imagine that! Draw me like one of your French girls, Gum.
All the alcohol in the world couldn't get me to draw that.
All the alcohol in the world couldn't get us to watch you draw that.
The guys at the station would lose their shit!
Marshall claps his hands together with an overzealous guffaw.
We could probably make some kind of donk promo out of it, too!
He raises his arms as though unveiling some sort of artistic masterpiece, eyes wide and trembling.
I'll never let go of 93.3 play-by-play weekly sports radio so intense you'll sing for it. Maybe you should run that one through a few more drafts, Mosh. Rude!
Speaking of intoxicants, we are well stocked, I assume.
Z flicks his cigarette butt into the grass and mashes it with the heel of his shoe. Marshall's frown quickly morphs back into a grin.
Oh yeah, I brought like 3 cases! No, please, don't get drunk before my grandparents head back up to the house. They still somehow have fond memories of all you fuckers. Don't want to crush their dreams. They're sad enough having to sell this place, so I might send them over the edge and kill them on the spot.
Please, let's not pretend. The only one they have fond memories of is Gumball, soon to be replaced by nightmares once they see that hair.
You!
Whoa!
Is there anything we could be helping with? No, I'm sure they're fine.
You would think that. I'm going to actually go ask like a house guest with some semblance of decency.
I'll come too.
Barrick and Cordy wander off in the direction of the house, leaving Marshall to blink in confusion at the now empty circle.
Hey, don't leave me here wallowing in my guilt like a self-centered asshole.
Too late!
Get off me, you cotton candy carcinogen! What are you, some kind of rabbit chipmunk? Woof! Huh? Woo! Oh!
The streak of light brown comes bounding across the leaf-strewn grass. Gum doesn't even have a chance to disembark before the canine leaps, hitting both of them with the untapped fervor of a dog ravenous for treats and sending them tumbling to the ground in a startled fit of squawks and laughter. The dog promptly begins licking cheerily at every inch of Gum's face.
Stop that, stop!
Though Gum's actions seem to belie their words, given the way they pulled the dog into a tight hug, laughing and petting and rubbing their cheek against its soft fur.
Atta boy, bite the face off for me.
Z snorts as he pushes himself back up to his feet, wiping the dirt off his ass. Marshall glances back at the commotion, laughs.
Oh no, don't worry. That's just Bruno Biggs. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Hell, the fly would probably hurt him.
Then from the window,
His name is Xavier.
Marshall's hands go to his hips.
He doesn't like that name, Grandma.
I named him after that fine snack of a man from the Mutant movie.
Marshall rolls his eyes, turns back around, stage whispers with a hiss.
His name is Bruno Biggs.
You think she means the young one or the old one? Because I'd let Patrick Stewart lick all over my face too.
Inside thought, Z. Wait, does that mean she could hear our entire conversation? ... Remind me to think twice about every word that comes out of my mouth from now on.
Oh, good boy, good boy.
Gum gives Bruno a flurry of scritches behind his ears, molding the chubby dog's face between their fingers before pushing back up to their feet. Bruno responds with a happy whine, his tail flicking rapidly in the leaves.
See, you like and respect me, don't you, boy? Unlike all the rest of these shitty, nasty goobers.
Shitty, nasty goobers. I'm not the one who licks my own wiener.
Whoa! Who does that?
I'm going inside. Come on, Bruno.
With a little beckoning wave of their hand, Gum starts towards the house, Bruno nipping at their heels. As in front of them, Berg waves back from the sliding front door before disappearing through.
With those pumpkins I saw inside earlier, we can have a carving party.
You better not turn this into another one of your famous workshops. If I never have to hear the words agile and scrum again, it'll still be too soon.
You didn't hurt yourself or nothing, did you? Looked like you took a tumble pretty hard back there.
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Hey! Who is it that licks their own dick?
Marshall Grady, you will not speak that way in this house. You march straight back outside and haul us in a new load of wood for the fire.
Aw, Grandma!
I think I can have a few drinks.
I don't see why not, but you let me know if you're getting tipsy. I'll set you straight.
Watch it, Z. I will go for the dick.
Hey, focus that knife on the features of your pumpkin, not the features of my genital region.
It's the Great Pumpkin Gummy Brown! There's resin out of the pumpkin patch!
I did not need to see that tonight.
You know, it always feels nice to clean up afterwards. Feels like I'm making a difference.
Yeah, you were always good at that, weren't you, Cord? Say, till death do you part.
Till death do we part.
Wow, I think we all did a pretty good job.
I'm just happy to be here with my friends.
I naturally went with a tried and true classic.
My pumpkin just saw Marsh's face.
And my pumpkin stabbed itself doing the same thing. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it feels nice when we could cozy up like this. I'm just happy to be here with my friends.
I'm the king of the cornfields.
Oh, really? Don't you have to be a little taller to climb up onto that throne?
I can't see anything at all.
To everlasting friendship.
To a life built from hard work and effort. To all of us being together. To me, not getting punished for the apple tub.
To alcohol being the only thing that gets me through this night.
It's already dark when Gum steps out for some quiet following dinner. The surrounding wood is black as ink, one big cavernous expanse surrounding the small ranch, while above them, the stars stretch on for miles in all directions, so many of them, and so bright compared to the light-polluted canopy visible in the city. It's cooler now, the sun having taken its faint autumn warmth with it. Though the chill is admittedly refreshing after the hubbub of the last few hours. Gum feels the tension leave their shoulders almost instantly. Their steps are barely audible as they wander out across the grass. Then stop. Peer through the dark. A familiar crop of blonde hair sticks out against the black, its owner slouched over the edge of a large, downed tractor wheel. Marshall's grandma had once planted flowers inside the wheel's ring. Now the dirt there is barren and dry, nothing but withered stalks littering its surface.
Catching some air?
Gum smiles and walks over. Cordy's head turns back, his eyes blinking wide against the dark, before softening.
Hey, Gummo Bear.
The words bring a touch of pink to Gum's cheeks, tickle up warmth to their chest. They take a seat next to Cordy on the tire wordlessly, gaze turning towards the sky and its sea of stars. There's a silence between them, but not an uncomfortable one.
It's been really nice seeing you.
You too.
Cordy's voice is the same as it always has been, rough and warm, with just a hint of a warble, as though constantly on the verge of tears.
You've, been okay? Like, doing okay and everything?
Oh yeah.
Cordy's hands clasp, unclasp.
Still building for my dad. A lot of projects, new developments, keeping me plenty busy. But I started, furniture, wouldn't you know? Just, some little side stuff. Tables and chairs and whatnot.
Oh, that's great.
Gum's lips curl upwards.
You did always say the whole construction gig wasn't really your style.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it's fine. Just not a lot of room for creativity. Or fine, detailed type of stuff.
A laugh.
You do know how much I like to work with my hands.
He raises his hands, fingers curling in and out mischievously.
Corey Eaton!
Gum chokes back a laugh, elbowing the portly man straight in his paunch. A warm chuckle shared. Before Gum sniffs, rubs at their nose.
How's Wen? And Briley's what, 2 now?
Yeah?
Cordy's hands return to his lap, thumb pads kissing.
They grow up awful quick, don't you know? Babbling up a storm. Wen's fine. They're both fine. Everything's fine.
Gum chews softly on their bottom lip, staring into the black as a breeze plays with the edges of their hair, tickling their cheeks. Cordy glances over, then down, then over again.
You know, I'm a bit worried about you.
Worried? Why worried?
Gum laughs, but this time even they can tell it's semi-forced. Cordy winces. His eyes flick up as though searching for the right words. Not that eloquence has ever been one of his strong suits.
The God, they say you barely reach out anymore? Even Barrick. And now I hear that you still haven't found nothing stable yet. Just guess it got me all wondering if you're doing alright or not.
From off in the darkness, a cricket chirps. On, off, on, off.
You know, if you need help, need anything at all.
His thumbs are batting against each other now.
I know that after everything.
I'm fine.
A pause. Gum curls a lock of hair behind their ear. Laughs.
I'm fine.
They say again. The sound of far-off voices can be heard from back in the big house, raucous but muffled. It elicits a weird pang of nostalgia from deep in their gut, one that makes their nose itch and their chest buzz. They sit back, gaze going skyward again. The universe feels like it's swirling above them, liable to swallow them whole if they let it.
Remember how we used to spend hours out here just watching the stars?
Cordy murmurs an affirmation, both of them studying the intricate patterns of the night sky. Gum could get lost in that moment, just sitting there in the dark, wrapped up in their memories and something more. Something tugging just beneath the surface of it all. like a weird sort of turning point. Or starting point. They close their eyes, breathing in the umbra, until a soft chill sends a shudder up their spine. They curl their arms in front of their chest, the cold finally starting to get to them.
Was never this cold back then, though. Guess because it was always summer.
You cold?
A little.
I find it pretty well fine, but I'm like a furnace, so...
Cordy laughs. It sounds like the crackle of a fire.
Why don't you put your coat on?
Forgot, I guess, and didn't think I'd be out here that long.
Dummy?
Silence. Though this time, there's an air of uncertainty to it. A weight that hadn't been there before.
Do you...
Cordy stops. Raises a hand. Lowers it. Then places it gently around Gum's waist. Oh. Gum's eyes flutter closed, unwittingly. A warmth from both out and in, marbling in their chest. The touch could make them cry. It nearly does, the familiar water making the corners of their eyes sting.
Thanks.
They say simply, while inside, their heart feels like it's burning.
Wah! Oh, you're both out here. A jolly salutations and fare thee well, good sirs. I hope you're having a pleasant evening. Just in case it wasn't clear, that was the old-timey gender neutral spelling, of course.
I can't see anything. Where is he? Is he going all the way? You think I can see? It's stuck his balls out there.
I'm doing it. Fucking assholes.
Marshall, go out and make sure he runs around the whole ranch. Are you ready, kids? Oh, aye, Captain! You and the captain make it happen. ...
Whoa!
Yeah! Run as fast as you can!
Ah! I'm running, you big dumb ox!
Not fast enough!
There was nothing in the rules about speed!
New rule, if you don't complete the challenge in 5 seconds, you get dumped in the apple tub.
No one can run that far in 5 seconds!
Hope you like shrinkage, Sabay, cause your dick is getting dipped.
I hate both of you so much!
We're both gonna purge what just happened from our brains.
Yeah.
They're all on the same page. Wow. See, what in God's good name are you doing? Put that out.
What, you want me to go all the way downstairs in the dark? I'm way too drunk for that, Care Bear.
That god-awful smoke is gonna keep me up all night, and that's not even going into what my lungs will feel like in the morning.
Jesus H. Christ. I'll open up a window, dear.
Also, this is an old wooden building. Are you trying to set this place on fire? He does got a bit of a point. You nearly dropped that thing 3 times already.
It's well past midnight, and the crew has retreated to the second floor of the big house, sleeping bags strewn across the floor, along with a varied assortment of beer bottles, chip bags, and candy wrappers. Marshall's grandparents had already taken off hours ago, leaving the ranch in darkened stillness, save the cozy ambiance of the attic. Gum has lost track of the number of beers they've each imbibed.
No. Cordy, my man, my can of spam, my Daniel down.
Z kneels down next to Cordy, clumsily looping an arm around his shoulder. He still hasn't put out a cigarette.
Barrick's just mad I didn't bring any weed.
I am most certainly not. Not sure any of us needs to get inebriated more than we already are.
You're killing me, Cord.
Z waves the cigarette in front of Cordy's face.
What happened to all that gallon bravado back when we were kids, huh? Now you're all family painted.
He throws his head back to aim a puff of smoke at the ceiling.
Boring!
Gum rolls their eyes before pushing up onto their feet to snatch the cigarette out of Z's hand.
And you haven't changed a bit. Once a brat, always a brat.
They make to put out the cigarette, then reconsider, bringing it to their lips instead with an over-embellished pout.
My name's the Galleon, and I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, but unfortunately I don't even have half a brain.
They take a large drag.
Oh my god! Whoa!
Jeez.
And abruptly burst into a fit of coughs, tears flooding their eyes. Z laughs so hard he starts snorting. Barrick, however, is up to their feet in concerned panic. He grabs the cigarette and begins slapping Gum's back, brows furrowed. Now look what you've done!
Mate, Gumblebee here was the one who had to go make a show of himself.
Z splays his hands out in apathetic disconcern, still snickering.
If a pink-haired compatriot really wanted to drag that bad, I could have briefed him one. Just like that one night, eh, Gummy Buns?
He crawls forward in what's likely supposed to be a sensual way, but comes off looking more like a dying armadillo.
Want another hit from the happy chimney?
Cordy hooks a finger in the back of Z's boxers, pulling them half down his ass as he drags him backwards. He presses his lips together, tight.
I don't think we'll be needing any of that.
And you won't be needing any more of that either, Barrick adds before towing the half-finished beer bottle out of reach of Z's probing fingers. He follows this up by dropping the cigarette into the mouth of the bottle, which elicits a high-pitched whine from Z.
Ah! Have mercy, Bill! I'm real fucked up!
Barrick arcs a brow. As if I don't know. Having recovered from their coughing fit, Gum wanders over, tears still dancing on their lashes, to prod Z's side with her toe. Z turns over onto his back, only for Gum to take a seat right on his stomach. Z lets out a strangled oomph.
The ixnay on the gay, Gummers! Do you want me to blow chunks all over the floor?
Dot, dot, dot.
What's up with your stupid shirt?
Stupid!
Yeah, why is it censored?
That's because I'm fucking classy.
Classy is probably the last word I'd ever use for you.
My shirt says I'm hip but restrained. A guy who knows what he wants but doesn't let it get to his head. Your shirts say you're all a bunch of lame-ass losers. Stop that, you vampire flamingo frog!
Don't let him get to you, Cord. Marshall ascends like a newly risen zombie from where he'd been out cold, snoring in the middle of the floor.
You okay, Marsh? We thought you done passed out over there.
How unfortunate. I was beginning to enjoy the peace and quiet. Z manages to shove Gum off of him, pushing up onto his knees.
What are you, some kind of werewolf, Jesus?
Oh! Werewolves in London!
Marshall, please.
I think my eardrums pop with that one. The warriors will fall. The one that bites ya.
Marshall promptly leaps straight at Gum, all 230 pounds of him, hitting them like a sack of concrete and sending them both down on the sleeping bags with a resounding thud of the floorboards.
Ban the wolf! Ban the wolf!
Z grabs a pillow and begins whacking Marshall's head with it. Unhand that Gum! Now even Barrick is starting to get into it, quickly grabbing Gum beneath the pits in an attempt to extricate them from Marshall's beefy grip.
Hey, now it's 2 against 1!
Marshall brings his arms out to protect his head from Z's pelting, which allows Gum to slide out from under him with a pop that sends both them and Barrick rolling.
Nah, the big, strong quarterback can handle a few pillows to the face, is that it? I'm sorry. I'll be more gentle with ya!
Z times this weapon with a well-placed knee to Marshall's crotch that sends the large man to the sheets with a groan.
No dick bangers!
Barrick springs back to his feet, body coiled like a spring ready to pop. Arm yourself, Gum. If we go down fighting.
Yes, sir!
Gum salutes with a laugh before grabbing a pillow for themselves and running back into the fray. They immediately begin pelting Z's backside with blows.
Ah! The fuck?
Z turns back.
Some gratitude that is! Cordy over there didn't even try to save you!
Gum takes one look at Z, one look at Cordy. Cordy smiles sheepishly, simply minding his own business atop his sleeping bag. Gum proceeds to clock him with the pillow straight across his jaw. Oh, you little... Cordy is up now, a determined grin curving his lips as he grabs for the nearest pillow. Gum spins on their heels with a scream, just as Marshall leaps back into the middle of the group with a garbled growl that sounds like a mutilated ox. This continues for a good 10 minutes. Beer bottles are spilled, chips are crunched beneath bare feet, everything from pillows to blankets to strewn clothes are furled. Gum takes a few good whaps to the face, but delivers just as many in return, and even manages to leap atop Marshall's back at one point, distracting him long enough that the other three can triple team him and send him squawking down onto the blankets. After which first Cordy, then Barrick, then Z, finally collapse to the floor around them. The entire crew just staring up at the ceiling, chest heaving and foreheads glistening with sweat. Everyone all right? Barrick's voice finally mumbles from the other side of the dilapidated circle.
I think I broke my spleen.
We should all sleep pretty well after this.
Sleep well? I'm gonna have nightmares of a pink devil crab feasting on my flesh!
Oh, what's this? My glasses seem to have fallen down on my nose. I better push them back up.
I'm gonna bite that middle finger off!
Now who's the one feasting on flesh?
Cordy's the first one to finally push himself to his feet. He glances around, winces, then begins tidying up some of the spilled drinks. Barrick is soon to follow, massaging his temple as he starts sorting out the strewn bedding and pillows. And to think, back in the day, we didn't even need alcohol to make this much of a mess.
Now we just had to worry about Marshall sleep peeing all over the sheets.
I only did that once.
Gum rubs at their eyes with a yawn and starts to sit up, only for Marshall to reach an arm across and latch onto their hips.
Gum.
He presses his face into their belly like a burrowing hamster.
Get off of me!
But I can't go to sleep without something soft and warm to snuggle.
That's the man who just passed out on the floor like 5 minutes ago.
Z gives Marshall's ass a slap as he pushes himself to his feet.
That was different. Now I'm cold and scared and need a comfort.
He starts rubbing his face against Gum's side with a little whine.
Oh.
Marshall!
Gum's voice takes on a hint of sharpness as they shove against his shoulders. This prompts Barrick to walk over. Down, boy! He presses the ball of his foot against Marshall's forehead with an annoyed grunt, forcing his head backwards.
I think we've all had a bit too much.
Cordy wraps his arms around Marshall's chest and lugs him off the floor. Marshall proceeds to lash onto Cordy instead, nearly sending him straight back onto his ass.
Cordy, you're so soft, like a big, squishy teddy.
Cordy looks helplessly up at the others as Marshall begins rubbing his face against his chest.
Don't look at me, dude. You claimed him.
Just don't let him hump your leg.
I'm out of here too, but I'm not going to say anything.
Gum wobbles to their feet, dusting a layer of chip crumbles off their backside, then proceeds to help with the cleanup efforts. It feels strangely quiet after all the ruckus, nothing but the occasional grunt, or burp, to punctuate the low drone of cicadas outside. The earlier electricity is gone, replaced with a dull, drunken tiredness that weighs on their shoulders. Hey. Barrick sidles up next to Gum as they fling out a blanket over their sleeping bag, watching it descend. Huh? You all right?
Why?
Barrick rolls his eyes. Besides the fact that I haven't heard from you in months. Gum's gaze drops. They watch as Z crawls around on all fours looking for his lighter.
Sorry.
Don't apologize.
Beric chuckles, giving Gum's shoulder an affectionate squeeze. If there's something going on, there's something going on. I'm just worried is all. And the little wistful quiet moments you've been having all night aren't helping. Gum tucks an errant lock of hair behind their ear, cheeks warm.
Just have a lot on my mind, I guess.
Now Beric takes both of Gum's shoulders, pressing their foreheads together. When he speaks next, his voice is soft and low. Is this about...
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
I hope I don't have to remind you. You can tell me anything.
I know.
Let's get together soon. Just you and me, yeah?
Okay.
Book of Bear.
Turd toad.
They share a soft laugh. Before Beric gives them a final reassuring pat and returns to his own messy sprawl of blankets. It doesn't take much longer for the five of them to finish and retreat into their sleeping bags. And after Z takes a final quick smoke out the window, only to get snapped at by Beric, the light is switched off too, leaving the entire attic bathed in darkness.